Now, there have been confirmed sightings of live opera performances popping up in South London. They've happened in cafes, libraries and other shopping areas, with people suddenly finding that they have front row views of superb opera singers and musicians. Just watch this from Wendy Hurrell.
Well, quite a surprise here at Roehampton Library in Wandsworth. There are people passing by, coming home from work, sitting on a wall at cafes, and all of a sudden they hear the voices of opera singers. It's all courtesy of a theatre company called Baseless Fabric Theatre. And just before curtain was up, I had a chat with some of the company.
So we are performing Donizetti's Elixir of Love, and the problem is that you don't often see flash mob opera because of its scale. It involves a huge number of orchestral musicians, you need a chorus, you need all the soloists, you often need the set as well. But in this case it's all very, very different, and certainly what I've done musically is to really compress it. So we only have 3 instruments and we only have 4 soloists, and so we reimagined the story to be able to be told in that small way. And then we've also imagined, rather than having a big elaborate set, we've imagined the street as our set.
He doesn't even look. He just ignores me.
My favourite bit in the opera is watching the scene that's already happening, and then I'm sort of there just going, yeah, I don't know what's going on, I'm not part of this at all, and then suddenly I burst into song as well. I'm like, got you, I was in it all along. But the reactions have been fantastic.
The joy is playing the problems, it's just real life. I'm genuinely trying to work it out, as we all are, because we can't rehearse in these places. We're just turning up and doing it.
I knew it wouldn't be too long till we meet again.
And if maybe 1 or 2 or 5 people that day change their perception of the theatre, and they know that that's for them and opera is for them, then it's gone well, I think.
I'm so happy. She will find me attractive, charming and handsome.
Why is it so important to you that more people hear opera?
Well, I think it's just one of those art forms that is often seen as elitist, inaccessible and expensive. And it's just like, that's all the stuff that goes around the art form. It's not the art form itself. It's just about a really good story told through really good music. And so it's about kind of, breaking down some of those perceptions and just being like, here's the story, here's the music, what do you think?
Well, this performance certainly seems to be well received. Audiences can drift in and out, or they can stay for the whole thing, and this has gathered quite an interesting crowd here. They've been doing this all over London, so you can catch Baseless Fabric Theatre tomorrow in Croydon.
Yes, indeed, it's all for you.
And from cafes to pubs to libraries, opera is popping up in unexpected venues across South London. We find out how the performances are designed to allow more people to experience opera. From sport to something, well, totally different. You expect when you walk into a pub or a cafe to maybe get a drink or a meal. But maybe not opera. But live opera performances are now popping up across South London in a bid to bring the art form to people who may not encounter it otherwise. And I'm really pleased to say that 4 members of Baseless Fabric Theatre are joining me now. That's Jonathan, Abigail, Jack and Peter. Thank you very much for joining us on BBC News. Peter, can I start with you? Why are you doing this?
Interesting question. Well, I think it's just a lot of fun. It's something that I don't usually do, which is going onto the streets and singing opera to the masses. But it's just a lot of fun bringing opera from the stage to the street. And so many people are just loving our performances. We've done it in the theatre this evening. We actually have 2 shows this evening, so I think we're running on adrenaline right now. But it's just so great that that people are actually experiencing what we love.
And Jack, what is the reaction from people when you suddenly, if they're having a pint, burst into song?
Well, at first, mild surprise, and then after that point, I think the amazing thing about opera as a form of theatre is that it's just about people, and it's just about lives, and these are human lives, and most of the people in pubs are humans. There are about 2 dogs in Collier's Wood, but other than that. So most of them just kind of get past the surprise, and they're just with us, and they're in it, and they follow the story, and the people that come around with us, you know, become part of that, and their reaction is part of it as well, and I think that's what it should be about.
So Abigail, where have you performed so far?
So we performed in Collier's Wood, we performed in Wimbledon, we've performed all over the place actually in those areas. It's just been absolutely tremendous, and like we've said, the reactions have been really funny actually, and really heartwarming actually, really nice.
Jonathan, do people join in with you, and how do you decide what numbers to perform? Do you just go for the really popular operas?
We tend to stick with, it's more stories than tunes. People know all the famous tunes from opera, or hope they do, but we talk more about the characters. So when we talk about people joining in, we're not having everyone singing along, but hopefully we're having everyone empathising with us and feeling like our characters are going on this journey and going on it with us.
And Peter, did you get a reaction from people where they may well now go and see an opera, having seen what you've done?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what we're doing, which is the Elixir of Love, and you can catch it next week as well, 7 shows starting in Roehampton. And it's bite-sized, it's about an hour long, so you can go and see the longer show. I think English Touring Opera are actually doing it at Hackney in a few weeks' time. But like, it's just people who wouldn't usually go and see an opera, and a lot of people say that they haven't been, so actually I think it's really encouraging that people are going. I mean, earlier today we had a lot of children in the audience as well, and some of them, they all took home a balloon as well, which we're not doing on the street, but we'll try our best if the budgets allow. But I think that lots of people are kind of opening up, broadening their views on what they think about opera.
I have never been to an opera, so now is your chance. Give me a performance live on BBC News that is going to persuade me that I do need to go and see an opera. Take it away.
If you don't know what you want from love,
or do but just can't get it, or just want a shot at fame and fortune, so you'll get the girl. What you want is not important, what you need is what I'm offering. It's a yarding it makes all the dreams come true.
Oh, that was short, if nothing else, but very, very tuneful. It has at least given me an idea of what you can do. Thank you very much for joining us, Jack, Peter and Abigail and Jonathan. I wish you good luck with you going around the pubs and cafes of London performing opera. Thank you very much for joining us on BBC News.
Thank you for having us.
Take care. An amazing experience when you're expecting your pint or your coffee to suddenly be confronted with opera. Enjoyable though. Stay with us here on BBC News.